Before coming to the church was completely destroyed. I was suicidal. I was extremely depressed. I didn't see any purpose of life. I was sad. I had outbursts of anger. One moment I was happy, another moment I didn't want to be surrounded by anyone at all. I was adopted by my aunt legally. So when I grew up, I already grew up with the feeling of rejection. I thought that my parents did not want me. This was my first wound that I had because I never let go. I would see other children that had both mother and father. And when they would be picked up from school, I would always invent something so that I could explain why I didn't have a father. Until the point where my mom had a partner and I thought this was finally what I was looking for. I wanted a father figure in my life. And he became like my best friend. He was literally like my dad. Until one night he tried to rape me, tried to abuse me. And at the moment, it was like everything just collapsed because I never saw that coming. He was literally taking the position that I always was looking for, was of a father. I had a lot of trust issues. I didn't trust people because I trusted this person to an extent that I allowed him to take the position of my father. So I didn't allow anyone to get this close to me. I couldn't have friends for a very long time. I would be always suspicious of their intentions. Although I studied very hard, I never thought that I could make it because I always had doubts about myself, about what I could do, my self-esteem as a woman. And that was my lowest point in my life. I always had limitations because I grew up in the church, so I knew what was right and what was wrong. But from the moment that this happened to me, I now wanted to do everything. I wanted to explore the world. So I tried to numb the pain, the wound that I had inside of me with alcohol. I started drinking first. I started using drugs as well with the relationships that I was in, the type of environment that I would be surrounded with. I started smoking. I started mixing substances. I used to like being unconscious so that I would numb completely my physical body because that's what I wanted. I didn't want to be awake. This is how I tried to numb my wound, but nothing could take it away. Nothing at all. Because I grew up in the Universal Church, I already heard about faith. For me to really put in practice everything, it took me very long because I was in the church already for 20 years. So in order for me to heal the wound, I had to obey everything. Once I just decided that I would actually obey everything that was being taught, it took me 1 month for me to be completely healed. I could hear the name of the person. I started already thinking, what will I tell the person when I meet them? I wanted to tell them that I forgive them. All the wounds that I had, it became a complete scar. It now became my testimony because God showed me that there was a way out. There was a new start. And that's exactly what I did. My life today is completely transformed in all areas because my life was stuck. Because of this wound, I didn't have confidence. I studied so much, but I didn't have confidence to actually get a job to the standard that I fought so much for. Today I have a job that with my level of experience I wouldn't expect to be having. My family, my relationships with my siblings was impossible. I was really an angry person. Today, because of who I became, my siblings want to know the God that transformed me like this. So it's absolutely amazing. My faith is restored because I didn't know God. I thought I knew God because I would see the physical things that God would give to me. But knowing Him inside of me is completely different. I was just having a slice of the cake. Now I have everything.